Hello seekers, so this is INTJ Chirucha, and today we're going to look at some memes, INTJ memes. We're going to have some fun, at least, because it's a lot of memes have been going on here and there. I wanted to see if some of them are true. I will try to review what I feel or what I understand or what is true and what actually is not. And here I have a collection of a few memes, and let's see how it goes. Also, why I will be doing this is because I find memes are one of the best ways to to get to know how really things are. It kind of gives you more ideas. It kind of makes you rethink and ponder upon yourself. So let's just get into it. Yeah, I think it is so true. Especially like what yeah, this is completely true. Like INTJ overhearing a conversation and saying that. So it's maybe it's like different perspectives. See how INFJ is trying to say that their love is for them, like infinite, which the INTP gets it, but the INTJ getting irked by this conversation happening in the classes. No, both of you didn't get the point. What they mean to say is irrational. It's pretty funny. Sleep, use the night hours to plan the next one. I would agree that there are times where instead of at night especially, I feel like my mind runs very fast, and because the environment is pretty close, people are not there, everything is just like dark, and I get a lot of ideas. So I find that it's very easy to plan and think about stuff like maybe not 30 years, because plans do tend to change and we have to but I do use it to figure out a lot of things, like I take a walk or I sit on my bed and listen to a lot of music and to see what actually happens in the day and how to process. It's like taking a bite and processing things. uh, so maybe not 30 years of life and not even plan, but time to just let my mind run free. And a lot of times where I was very excited about a project which I want to do, I did not sleep for the whole night. So it did happen sometimes. So this is true. You might be smart, but your arrogance and lack of social sense. Huh. Yeah, as an INTJ, I realized that this is something that you have to develop. So initially, when I was growing up, like I could figure things out, which is what people in the world call it as smart. And it's pretty funny. It's like out of the whole thing, he just picks up selectively and asking, "Oh, did you just say smart in between?" But yeah, there is this. I think one thing which I would like to more delve in maybe in one of my other videos. Uh, what do you mean by arrogance, and how it is different from what you actually know? Okay, so yeah. Also, you can hit like and subscribe. Yeah, this is also very good. How I teach describe an MBTI websites. It's like as if they can do stuff and they can plan and they mastermind and all. But if you just look at them in real life, they're not as they show. It's like, yeah, there are a lot of MBTI websites that are like very exaggerated. Or at least I feel that it's exaggerated. But in some areas or some aspects, pretty good, but not in all of them. Yeah, INTJ real life. Yeah. Mm, So, people angry by destruction of the current beliefs. Yeah, me simply pointing the contradictions. It, ha- it happens a lot because though I've tried to tone it down now, it took me some time to realize that people actually do not want to face the truth. The beliefs that they form are pretty much unconsciously formed. They don't know what it is. And yeah, and they're so contradictory. It's like they do not know like what they're actually talking about, what they're speaking, and then beliefs are very important because I would actually these are giving pretty good ideas like what to work on. One is I would like to see how to make people more honest in face to face, which is very important because to grow you need to be honest with yourself, and that's one thing. The second one is how these beliefs, your thought process, your mental structure, the one that you create. Uh, those are the ones which actually like interact with the world and either makes you successful or or failure. So this is something which I find so true, and it is also important. So if do let me know if you think we should delve a little more deep into this. I would make another video or so that we can see how to improve on this. It's a very valid point and also a very good meme. I like being with you as much as I like being alone. That is not true. Because I would still like to be alone. Auntie just taunting the mother, they are now going to commit because planning to leave the house again. Mm. I don't think INTJs generally get so angry to murder somebody. They can, but uh, and if they do plan to, then they will just not leave the house. They'll go to any extent. It's something I think that's kind of true, which educates them. Another video where I talk about how INTJ's anger and frustrations are. So this is a partially okay name. So thumbs down. The blonde is good, but I don't think she's an INTJ. It's a very nice name. Uh, this again something that I had to learn over a period of time, right? Because I could already foresee what the problems are going to be and what's going to happen, and that's how an INTJ mind works. They're just simply trying to fix because of the way the functions are stacked. So especially when I was growing up, I used to find that I used to already see that they're going to get messed up or they're going to pitfall for the action that the peers of mine are taking, and I would tell them, but they would just simply ignore. I couldn't even understand. For me, at that time, it was very difficult to understand or accept why people cannot just see this. It's like, what the hell is this? So then I used to, when they used to fail, I told you so. And after 2 hours or thrice when it happened, then before even these peers of mine, when they go into doing some kind of an action, they actually used to come and ask me. And then I used to be like a Buddha. I'm like, yes, you should do this. Or if at sometimes I'm like, I don't bother. I'm like, do whatever you want. I'm not going to give. Just acting a little pricey. But this is a very nice and true meme. Thumbs up. Oh, me and INTJ when I meet someone who understands emotions. Is it possible to learn this? Okay, so I think I have to tell you this. So, yeah. So I think I met an INFJ, not INFJ, ENFJ, and I just don't know. It's like the way she was, she could just literally understand what I'm going through, and I felt a little weird. I was like, dude, how are you even able to do such a thing? And I was like secretly thinking, maybe that's why I spent a lot of time with her and trying to understand. And yeah, we were together for some time because I was trying to understand how, because it is, and INTJ clearly knows where are the things that they are lacking at. And looking at her, like how she could freely express her emotions and understand other people's emotions. And there's something about INFJs which is like a very, they just give themselves, like just freely, which makes them vulnerable to various other people and they don't understand how people are. But it just intrigued me. So, is it possible to learn this power? Yes, I did. After a certain period of time, I understood how it is, but I still truly can't fathom. But it's like a superpower for us. Thumbs up. So, always work on two projects at once. The way you can procrastinate, that way you can procrastinate on project A by messing around on project B. And when you get tired of project B, you can waste time by working on project A. You'll be twice as productive while doing nothing but procrastinate. Oh, I don't know if it's a me, but it's a pretty good idea. And I think I've been doing this, maybe not very consciously, but I will take this into note. I will do this. So yeah. So what I used to do is I used to do this with watching TV series. Uh, so there was this time where I wanted to watch a lot of content, and I was watching anime. So what I used to do is there were just one anime and one movie documentary which was science fiction something which I wanted to watch. So what used to happen? It's animes, you know how they are. If they're very long drawn and they have so many episodes, sometimes I do get bored. So what used to when I used to get bored, I used to start watching the other documentary or a movie which I had or other series which I had, so that even I'm bored and I'm not feel like watching it, I'm still gaining and moving towards where I want to do. It's a pretty good thing. And thank you, whatever your name is, G Watsky. Maybe it's not a me, but it's pretty good. Approve. One does not simply outstubborn in INTJ. I don't want to. I don't know where to start about this. I think my mom had a very tough time. My dad is also a rational type. So when my mom used to try dealing with me, my mom and few of my cousins, who are I think much of feeler types, I still remember when I was a kid. Once I started to articulate and have my own opinions, and and they just cannot get me to not do something which I don't want to. It used to, like, my mom used to get fed up when I was a kid. Like, I was just so stubborn. Like, I want this means I want this, and if she does not make it happen for me, I will find other ways. So I think that talks much about I into the stubbornness. So approve. True. I just want things to be done right, and maybe you should do them yourself. Oh, I think it was very much related to the just what I said in the previous meme. Uh, I don't know if it is the right way, but I know that I think maybe INTJ, we observe things very carefully and very minutely. I think this is something that I can talk more about maybe later, how this process works. So because of this, we understand the certain mechanics of how things work. So and effectiveness is pretty high for an INTJ. So we want things to be done in a particular way. And we know, and we are used to rejections. So there are a lot of times where I had an idea which I did pitch and which was not, they did not, because mostly the world is made up of sensors and feelers. They did not understand what it means. So, and I thought it was very important for me. So I took it up and I did it by myself. So this meme is true and I approve. At home, I'm so lonely. Uh, it's okay. I don't think it's true. I don't want anyone to cuddle me. I would still prefer. I would like to just lie down, maybe go to sleep. So it's okay. It's no, it's okay. 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 So it's kind of self-explanatory. Uh, yeah, it's okay. It's true. Approved. Okay. 90 is like a tall tree, and we have a little ENFP coming. And I think Auntie is a little sad, or maybe that's how he is most of the time. And she comes and hugs him. I think it's true. I had an ENFP friend, and she's like this. So the Auntie just saying that it isn't helping, but after some time it actually does. And somehow these ENFPs have some way of somehow coaxing you into, at least the INTJs, into doing something which, they just kind of open their mind. They don't know what they are talking about, and then they realize there are other possibilities. And the passion at which an ENFP goes about it is pretty nice. So I approve. That's a pretty nice meme. I think there are two more, and after that, we will maybe meet a little later. INTJ stereotype, not feeling masculine, future vision, and we will take over the world. Yeah, I think these are two very nice stereotype, and both are true. Okay, generally, if you find an INTJ, they have future vision, and they know because of the introverted intuition, and they know how to achieve it because of their extroverted thinking, and a combination of both these things, and it kind of they really can pull off anything if they wish to. That is where the introverted feeling comes into play. Me and INTJ. So because the feelings are introverted, and it's not a dominant function, so it kind of makes us when it comes to feelings, it kind of it kind of doesn't make sense, or it's too overwhelming. It's very intense, and it makes no sense because it goes to the logical filter. So after all, this is a pretty nice name. And the last one for today, all the other types INTJs. I don't know if you can read this. Can't you do something about your superiority complex INTJs? But I'm superior. Oh, this is to the point. So I think I was talking about this about how there's arrogance and there's something that you already know, and I think I should make another video about this, about arrogance and what it actually is. There's a difference between what you actually know and simply can do and what arrogance is. So this is so true. Because an INTJ can really pull off and they really know what they're doing, and they're honest also. Okay, so this is pretty nice. Thank you for watching, and seekers, if you do like the content, do subscribe and hit like, and it'll be fantastic. Hope to see you more, and do let me know what are the things that you would like to explore a little more. This is something that I want to do, so I will do it, and I will go through the comments. Have fun, be safe.